Howdy, with this video I want to show you how I graded the career essay, make sure you understand where your grades are coming from and where you might be losing points. But just want to show you physically how I grade, maybe a little bit of theory behind it, and then just show you what it looks like. But basically what I do is I pull your essays up in Word and I open up track changes. That's why my commentary comes out in red when you receive it back in the PDF format. It's set on my computer to do that way. But basically, I pull it up and I start making commentary. I use the autocorrect function, so frequently occurring mistakes, I can just hit a couple of keys and it pops up the commentary there. So sometimes if you're looking at things, thinking, man, just kind of keep saying the same thing. Well, that's one, you have a recurring error running through the essay, and plus it's true. I don't sit there and type out everything word for word. Also, what you'll see when I make any kind of commentary and tracking, it puts this little line out to the left of the sentence where I make the commentary from. But just start making commentary. You got to run together sentence there, and then I just start reading through the essay. There's another run together sentence, and I just keep making my commentary. Maybe more than you ever wanted, but I go through the essay, make my commentary. Then I get to the end of the essay and I go the next page beyond the works status page, get out a track functioning, and I just copy that grading sheet to the end of the essay. And see what happens here. Sometimes it messes with my not doing the stuff, but I pull the grading sheet up and I start making my commentary. Generally, I already have some already filled out just to get myself started. But if you have a pretty good essay overall, I'll start making the commentary. If you're not having problems, I'll take the commentary off sometimes. I also kind of write commentary here. And there's different ways to grade. Whoops. Should have picked an easier one to spell. There we go. Because we did notice a couple of those. If you're missing some of the required punctuation, I'll note that because those are where you're losing some points. But you'll see that I make the commentary down there. I separate the commentary into two separate sections. One's organization and development, and the other one's English. Sometimes you can have a perfectly written essay that doesn't really say much, so the English is good, but the organization and development of ideas isn't that good, or it needs work or whatever. And I'll make the commentary up there with organization and development. Sometimes you have a really nicely thought out essay, but there's some recurring English problems with the essay. I like to separate those out into two separate categories. Also, the way I do it is I use kind of a more holistic approach for the basic writing grade. I read through the essay, kind of assign it a letter grade, then I have to convert that to a number grade. And hopefully I justify all that up here with the highlighting, which shows you where you might be losing some points, or where I'm seeing concerns within the essay. But I kind of do it holistically like that, kind of, if you have some recurring sentence structure errors and maybe some organization problems, probably in the B minus range. And I'll just assign that grade and the letter grade, and that's just the basic writing grade. We're not done with the essay yet. The other way to grade essays is to take a point off or a certain amount of points off for each error. But that can be problematic. If somebody has a beautiful essay, but just some recurring comma splash problems or something, all of a sudden they can get an F on the essay because they have one English error that's not otherwise a pretty good essay. So I don't like doing it like that. I do the more holistic approach. And I try and justify the grading down here. And also, if you see something highlighted down here, particularly in yellow, that's me kind of saying, make sure you understand what the problem is there, because you're going to keep losing points there. This is probably a pattern of errors or something that's really just missing. If you don't have your academic plan in the essay or something, I'm definitely going to highlight that. Then for the rest of the grading, we have the documentation grade. So I go through there, and if you have some problems going on, if you have some unintentional plagiarism, I'll highlight that. If you have some serious plagiarizing problems, it's going to be noted in a different way, probably through an email. But you'll get the commentary there, and depending on the severity of the problem, if you just kind of minor stuff, probably just 3 points each. That can add up after a while, obviously. And of course, you get the editing and peer review grade. So if you're still using it, you're going to lose points there. If you're shifting to you, or if you have some wrong words, you're going to lose some points there. And of course, you have the required punctuation. Got what we said here. So dashes, brackets, and ellipses. And you kind of see what I'm highlighting is where you're losing points in the essay, unless it's highlighted in green, which generally means it's a good thing. Like it says up here, it's a good essay overall. But you want to be very, very careful. You don't want to lose points down here with these lower 3 grades. These are more objective. They're either right or wrong, and pretty easy for me to document and justify taking points off there. And hopefully these are kind of not gimme points, but points that you can, sorry, my nose is itching. Points you don't lose there, because you don't want to lose those points, because they're going to bring that grade down. So I add up all those points, and using my handy dandy calculator here. Sometimes I'll do this in my head, so be sure and check my math. But I add up all 4 grades, and that's where you get the grade down here at the bottom, that 118 out of 150. Just going to be about 79% maybe. I'm right, 79%. So pretty good essay. Started out as a B with the basic writing grade, but the students losing points down here, not quite, making some mistakes with the documentation grade, and missing some of the required elements. That's going to hurt your grade every time. Make sure you're getting those required elements in there. You're not losing points there in future essays. But the final grade is down here at the bottom. The essay is worth 150 points. The next ones are worth 200 points. So the only thing that's really going to increase is the documentation grade and the basic writing grade a little bit with the 200 points. So make sure you're getting that down. If you have questions, if you think I've made a mistake, let me know. If I say, hey, I don't see dashes in the essay and you had them in there, let me know. I love giving points back. And sometimes I do make mistakes. Dashes and ellipses particularly I can't search for in Word. So I might make a mistake there. But if you have any questions about the grading, be sure and let me know. And we'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.